Welcome to ERAtv, where we have a little fun with the movers and shakers of the DR business, and nobody moves and shakes more than Jeff Knowles from Venable. How are you, Jeff?
Great to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks for joining us today. You've had a really busy day talking for clients, so thanks for working us in. You've been with Venable since 1984. What do you think the biggest change is that you've seen in the direct response industry in the last 10 years or so?
Well, the industry really started with direct response television, and today most of the members of ERA are truly multi-channel marketers. And so it's not just television, it's the internet, it's mobile marketing, it's almost every channel of distribution. So there's been a sea change in the industry. But what's also happened is, from a government standpoint, the Federal Trade Commission's gotten a lot tougher. And right now we're seeing one of the toughest consumer protection agendas ever, really, from the federal government. So you're seeing a lot of government enforcement actions, and I think it really underscores the importance of ERA's government affairs program.
Now, is that a good thing that the government gets more involved? It's ultimately best for the consumer. Does it then begin to teach some of the folks out here on the floor that maybe they shouldn't be trying to push the envelope quite so much in terms of trying to get things in front of the public?
There are really two answers to that question. One is that ERA adopted a self-regulatory program, the Electronic Retailing Self-Regulatory Program. We call it ERSP. And the ERSP program has done a great job of policing the industry. And so many shows that might have problems in them have been identified early, and the ERSP program has given marketers a chance to change those programs and fix problems with the shows. So the ERSP program has been a tremendous benefit both to ERA members and really helped clean up the industry's image. It's been a great program. At the same time, for that handful of companies that really haven't towed the line, the FTC is getting a lot tougher. And so I think ERA has really taken some major steps forward in terms of cleaning up the industry, but also policing the industry and making sure that there's a level playing field between marketers.
Yeah. Now, is there any difference in the delivery channels? Is there any difference in what you guys do for the clients in terms of, like, there's legal ramifications for mobile, or there's legal ramifications for internet that weren't there for television before? Are there any differences there, really? Major
differences. When the association first got going in the late 1980s through really the 1990s, we spent most of our time looking at television scripts for a half-hour program. And then short form became even more important. So looking at scripts for 60-second and 2-minute television commercials. Today, while we still look at television scripts for long form and short form commercials, we're just as likely to be looking at websites, look at banner ads, all manner of internet advertising. And with the growth and development of both lead generation and affiliate marketing, we're looking at a whole different set of promotional activities and materials. In addition, with the development of mobile marketing, we're looking at things that go beyond simply the internet. And so the short answer is we're looking at many different channels of distribution in many different formats, many different marketing messages conveyed through multimedia.
And then you have the issue of bloggers talking about a product either in a positive sense or a negative sense. And if they're positive, then if there's a relationship between the blogger and the advertiser, that has to be revealed and confirmed.
Right. Well, this whole issue of social media is really an important one. ERA has been at the forefront in terms of education about social media, been very active here at the conference and generally. But when you look at Facebook and Twitter and all of the other ways in which marketers can ultimately communicate with either customers or prospective customers, the whole area of regulation in that area has changed. And if you see blogs or other websites where there is a material connection between the advertiser and the marketer, there's a connection there between a particular blogger and the advertiser, that has to be disclosed. So any material connections, whether it's a family membership or payment that's received, or even a gift that's received in order to blog about a particular product, those connections have to be identified and disclosed so that whoever the viewer is or the consumer understands what the connection is and can properly weigh and evaluate what they're hearing in the way of a testimonial or what is being said on a website or a blog.
Right, and that used to be a basic tenet of journalism, to disclose that relationship, but now that anybody, whether they're a journalist or not, can get on and make their own blog, they're maybe not paying attention to those basic ethical tenets, are they?
That's right. Well, the FTC is actively looking for cases to bring against advertisers where those material connections are not disclosed. And so if you've got a good case, let me know and I'll pass it along to them.
Well, I've got a case here. This attractive 512 megabyte USB drive that Venable is handing out at their booth, I actually tried to cash this in, and the casino looked at me like I was nuts. You got anything to say about that?
Well, absolutely. That's worth its weight in gold, because you can get free legal services with that at $1,000 an hour. So I wouldn't give up on it yet.
Maybe I should have plugged it into my computer first. Huh?
Absolutely.
Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. For Jeff Knowles, I'm Craig Burnett. We'll see you next time.